The neon still hums on the corner. The jukebox still sings in the back. But the faces I knew from the old days, well, most of them never came back. Johnny still tells the same stories, though his hair's gotten whiter with time. And the waitress named Sue, she just laughs and says, guess we all gotta find ways to shine.
And the old piano still whispers like it's got something left to say. Through the laughter and whiskey, it's still playing for time every day.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a tune we all know. One for the dreamers, one for the lost, one for the fools on the road. Tommy still leans on the bar rail, but he don't talk about moving away. He just sips at his beer and remembers how he swore he'd be leaving someday. The old man in Bill's favorite corner still raises a glass to the past. And every now and then someone asks me, do you ever think this song will be your last? And the old piano still whispers like it's got something left to say. Through the faces and voices, it's still playing for time every day. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a tune we all know. One for the dreamers, one for the lost, one for the fools on the road. I guess we all chase something that fades. Some found their place, some lost their way. But as long as there's one soul left to sing, I'll be right here, still playing. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a tune we all know. One for the dreamers, one for the lost, one for the We were raised on rust and freedom, en las sombras de fábrica sin luz, where the boots got worn and the truth got torn, y el rico nos robó la cruz. But we learned to fight with calloused hands. We bled red, white and blue. No pueden borrar lo que el pueblo levantó, jamás nos quitarán la luz. We ain't going quiet, none, unless the point. Du kannst uns nicht blenden, wir sehen es rein. They're taking our bread, they're taking our homes. Mais notre feu brûle et ils n'ont pas le trône. Raise that flag. cut the cords on the working class. Dicono che il sistema è troppo fragile, but we built these roads, we paid those tolls. Ora ci trattano come inutili. The TV lies ai politici we don't know, mentre tua madre finisce le pillole. But the soul of the land don't die so fast, è nascosta nelle colline tranquillo. No nos callamos, alzamos la voz. Wir stehen auf Recht, wir sind nicht los. Sie brennen Vinos, Mesa und Notre Dame. No nasz Belajet, Agoin, ogni fascio nasz pavé. Raise that flag, suonano le chitarre. Hear the people near and far. We ain't going quiet, we rise again. Voices of thunder, hearts of flame. Nos roban el pan, nos arrebatan los sueños. E poi si nos appelle libre. Aber wir vergessen nie, Buria bliska, im Winnis Klonise. Not today, not today. We ain't going quiet, no. We're standing tall from the factory gates to the urban sprawl. Somos los gritos que tiemblan el suelo. Le voix du feu con quiet mueves. Fears in the Hoffnung aus altem Stahl. Le anime ribelli che non cadranno mai. Raise that flag, united we burn. No matter the tongue, the truth returns. We ain't going quiet, not this time. This is our world. This is our line. Jamás callaremos. Nous sommes la vérité. Visit us forward. Non ci arrenderemo. Jamás.
In case of you guys wondering about Broke Fishing, well, I stole his fucking channel. So, yes, this is Citizen Z, and I am on Broke Fishing's YouTube channel. I stole it. It's mine. I'm on my channel, and I am on his Twitch. So welcome all. If you're expecting Broke, well, maybe he will find out I am live. You never know, man. So I felt a little bit bad today because I had to go to Rumble to show my shit because YouTube won't let me show the shit over here, right? So I figured, fuck it, I'll go live. Nobody else is live. So if you guys want to see, I'll send a text out to Ron and shit, and maybe I'll send one out to Broke Fishing. So, yes, but anyways, I'm live. I figured we could start a panel up, have a conversation, see what the hell's happening. But I'm going to play one more song, and then we're going to open up the panel. So, which one do I want? You know what? I'll play Broke's song. Fuck it.
The sun sets slow on this two-lane road. Wind hums low like a song we both know. I can almost hear your whisper in the trees, like a melody still calling out to me.
I never left, I'm still right here. In every breeze
the dark, like the echo of your laughter in my heart. I ain't lost, just walking along a mile, knowing someday I'll see your smile. Let the wind carry my love to you, every sunset, every blue. No goodbye, no far away, I'm in your heart, I'm here to stay. You're still walking beside me, hand in mine, through the dust, through the dawn, through the sands of time. I can feel you in the rhythm of the rain, like a sweet southern breeze calling my name. Still walking beside me, still holding on tight. Yeah, love like ours never says goodbye.
So, if you're expecting Broke Fishing and you're on Broke Fishing's channel, well, Citizen Z and I hijacked it. And in my defense, I was left unsupervised. So I stole his channel. But the link is pinned in my channel, if you want to go over there. And I was just going to play some music, and unless somebody wanted to come up, and we'll find out what happens, man. But I'm just going to play a little bit of music in the, just play some music, man. Just release your soul and play some music and just relax, man. That's the way I look at it. But, yep, I'm going to play some music. Let me cue it up here. Let's see here. Yes. Intense AI now is awesome, man. Intense AI is awesome now. It's multilingual. I can do up to 36 different languages so far. I still got to find some dialects out there, but that was just a sample of what's coming, and I just wanted to give everybody a sample of it. But anyways, I'm going to play some music in the background. Well, I'm going to play some music and sit back and relax and listen, man. You want to come up? Click the link. If you don't, just sit back and listen to some music.
Are you walking past the mine where Bobby gave his breath to the company line? They paid him dust, they took his name, they left him bones and shiftless pain. Are you walking past the mine?
Are you crossing through the pines where Brandy walks alone, counting nickel dimes? 3 mouths to feed, no rest, no flame, no dream survives the hunger game. Are you crossing through the pines? They said obey and you'll be free. The chains come dressed in a suit and tie. Are you by the iron tracks, where Doug still drives through nights of black?
His hands are cracked, his heart is worn. He swore one day he'd not be torn. Are you by the iron tracks?
They paved their road with broken men, told us we'd rise, then took again. A red car flashed, the deal was done, and now we work beneath their sun. Are you at the final tree, where paper debt becomes decree? We traded time for a rusted breath, we marched through hours into death. Are you still next to me? They said, obey and you'll be free. But freedom bled in a suit and tie. The wage was low, the price was high. Are you still asking why? Are you coming home tonight, where ghosts all sing in the dying light? Woke up cold in a busted bed. Last night's worry still in my head. Boots by the door got holes in the sole, but I lace them up like I'm in control. I'm broke, but I'm still breathing. Barely holding on, but I ain't leaving. They can steal my time, they can drain my pride, but I got fire that don't die inside. I'm broke, but I'm still breathing. Cupboard's bare and the rent came due. Phone got cut and the lights might too. But I got songs that they can't erase, and a will to fight they can't replace. I'm broke, but I'm still breathing. Tired as hell, but I ain't pleading. They can lock the gate, they can shut me down, but I'll rise again from underground.
Ryan, where'd you go, Ryan? Oh, well, while we wait for Ryan to come back,
I'm broke, but I'm still breathing. You can bury my name in a stack of bills, but I don't bow and I never will. I'm broke, but I'm still breathing. One more storm, I'm still outwitting. I may bend, but I never break. They can't crush what they didn't make. I'm broke, but I'm still breathing.
Are you there, Ron?
Yep, I'm here. I'm back.
Yay!
What's happening?
Not much, man. What you doing?
Not much. I was sitting here watching some Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I decided to go live. Nobody else was doing the panel.
Yeah, I thought about it. But I start watching, was it Mobland? They had it come out today, and I start watching the series Happy. I think it's Happy Face or something.
Right.
Happy Face Killer, serial killer.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I stole Brooks' channel, by the way. We're live streaming on his YouTube too. Hey, in my defense, I was left unsupervised, man.
I like that Mobland. That's pretty good. Have you ever
Hey,
watched
did you watch
it?
any of the Pink Panther?
I don't. What, yesterday or?
Hey,
I think I don't know if I was outside or I was outside and I was sleeping. I missed it.
look over on Rumble if you like them.
I do. The only thing I didn't like about Pink Panther was always, it was like a silent cartoon.
Well, they
So-
took that very seriously, though, because they wanted to make laughter out of silence and the music.
And it
And
makes
so-
kids,
Yeah.
made people think too.
Mhm.
Made them pay attention a little bit more. Things.
Yeah, what did you think of the new song I made?
I liked it. Like as soon as I popped up, I watched it or listened to it. Both. We got Rose in the chat.
Yep, that's from Brooks' channel, I think.
Oh, okay.
And hey, Ron, I want to ask you a question.
Go for it.
So, You know I don't care what I discuss on my channel, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a question. I would love your honest opinion. So let's say they impeach Trump, right? Let's say everything goes to the House of Representatives. They impeach Trump, right? It goes to the Senate. Whether the Senate picks it up or not, let's say they do, and they evict him from office. But he has total 100% immunity. How do they enforce that?
Well, under the immunity, what would be called immunity clause is he's immune to his doings, his crimes. Now, if a body such as Congress puts forth a bill to impeach a president, it doesn't have to be Trump. This is a movement of the work. This is like our representatives
Right.
filing a document, you know, in a court of law or as a company or whatever to
Right.
remove the CEO, let's say. And so it has to be binding. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything gets signed, sealed, and delivered. He would be impeached. But let's go
For
to
the
reality.
third time.
We step back to reality. Republicans dominate the House and Senate, and they're not going to impeach Trump. So
No.
it's all a waste of time.
Because-
It's all trying to waste Trump's time.
Right.
You know, the Democrats are trying to occupy space where they can't get Republicans can't get none of his stuff done.
Right.
You know, they're just it's a delay tactic.
I heard some really scary shit, man.
Well, I've heard two
He
things.
did,
Two things in the last week. He's dissembling the First Amendment.
Mhm.
You know, we're gonna start financing. Oh, there's a case that came before the Oklahoma Supreme Court, and it was pushed to the federal Supreme Court for funding religious schools with taxpayer dollars. That is against separation of church and state. What was the other one? Freedom of speech. He's attacking our schools system, funding schools, the regular schools. Wants to take away freedom of speech of APR. Is it APR in PBS? API. Okay, yeah. And PBS.
And NPR.
Yeah, NPR. Okay, that's what it was. I got them confused.
Right, NPR.
What's next? Free Radio America?
Well, see, you know, I've been doing a lot of fucking deep dive into this, Ron, lately. And they slashed all the programs, you know, for the homeless. I went to the shelter down there today, and they have literally, they're getting food from the food bank. Literally, they slash all food, they slash the heat, they slash the electric, they slash the funding. And in 2 months, they have no choice but to close their doors.
Mm-hmm. I already told you a couple of them closed here.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, they're going to do away with funding to help the poor people. Now,
He was asked about the U.S. Constitution. He says he doesn't know whether he wants to follow it or not.
That's his job. His job is to protect the Constitution, to uphold and protect the Constitution. That is one of his primary jobs. It's in the oath.
No.
It's in the oath. I mean, not in his mind, but it is in the oath. You know,
And
our society has lost touch with the basic foundation of politics.
yeah, they lost fucking reality, man. Because this guy is deporting American citizens, even though that they did crimes. Well, I'm sorry. If an American citizen did a crime in the United States, then he should be punished in our jails, not sent to some other country.
Well, that would require due process.
Right. Which there is none.
Yeah, and I don't think no 3-year-olds committed crime. You spoke about that the other day about the 3-year-old,
Yep.
and I did too.
So Black Watch,
Oh shit! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the camera off.
Just hit that little camera button. Put your avatar back up.
I can't find it.
You know, there's to the left. There's a microphone, and then there's the camera.
Yeah.
You don't want the microphone. You want the camera.
you go, Black Watch.
Did I get it?
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, there it is.
What was it? I just heard something that he detained 2 immigrants that came here legally, I think.
Yep.
And their children too, and the children were born here. And ICE has them in, or they detained them. You know, which that right there's a violation of the kids, constitutional rights. I
They
don't know
want
about,
to arrest the governor, man.
we're headed down fucking 1930 again, man.
Because the governor spoke out against Trump's immigration policy, right? So Trump said, well, Holman said his borders are, if you do that, we're going to press federal charges and we're going to take you out in handcuffs and put you in a federal prison. To the governor.
I'm torn because I'm totally against the policy, but if they're an illegal immigrant committing crimes, they go through due process and get rid of them. I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of torn because I don't believe the policy, but I believe if they're illegal and they're doing causing problems to American citizens and theft and crimes, there's something should be done.
Right.
So,
welcome, Sharmany.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
how you doing?
I'm
Good.
okay. How are you doing? How are you doing?
And you rarely hear me speak out against Trump or for Trump. And there I was. I just kind of spoke for him because I do believe in part of the policy. I just don't believe in the policy the way it's being implemented.
I don't believe in the way he's handling it.
Yeah, the way it's being implemented, it's kind of drawing hatred to the surface.
I could be wrong. Wasn't Trump impeached twice during the first term?
Yes.
Yes.
And it didn't happen, did it?
Well, that's because the Senate folded.
Right. And personally, it's not going to pass into the Senate. It'll never see the light of day. They can, because all you have to have in the House is a simple majority to impeach him. But it'll never go to the Senate. But this guy is nuts, man.
He's not going to resign like Nixon.
No.
So the Senate
No, he will not go peacefully.
Yeah, the Senate can only remove him with the approval of the House, but the Senate's never going to vote for it.
No.
So he will never
He's
vote.
talking about 2028, Ron.
That's another thing. That's
They're
a
burning
violation.
books, Ron.
See, I've been saying this stuff since 2015, and it doesn't matter. I'm old. What I say doesn't matter. People just
It
call me a
doesn't because
liberal.
what can we do to bitch about it?
Yeah, I'm just a fucking liberal that's out of control and don't know what I'm talking about.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, that's what other people say.
I was going to say, I don't think I agree with it doesn't matter. I mean, my goodness.
Well, sure, what does our voice matter? Because no matter what we say, he's going to fucking do it anyways. They're burning books, man. I read like 5 articles today of where different cities are burning fucking books, man. Under Trump's orders. It's like, really?
That's just the
What do we
stuff.
gotta go see Kyle?
That's just the
Cool.
stuff we know about, is the way I see things sometimes, which is probably a piss poor attitude.
Going on, Israel. Now, see, they can't burn all the books because those books were also circulated throughout other states. The only thing they can really do is block them from their libraries and their stores in their states. And those are conservative states that are doing all this. I hate to pinpoint it on one party, but it's the truth.
Where did we see books getting burned before? Let me see.
All this stuff is relating back to the 1920s and 30s. We're
Good.
going through the same processes.
No shit. Sorry, Ron. I had to throw it in like that.
Well, no, it's true. I mean, I hate to fucking sound like, I don't know. I don't hate to sound like it because I just hate that nobody cares at all this shit. It just seems like everybody wants to, when you pinpoint these certain things that are similar to bad things that happened in the past, people want to blame the other side. So the conversation gets squashed because they want to just keep pointing fingers to the other way and divert attention from what's really going on. So that's why we get done.
It's like what I heard today, Ron. If the judges keep blocking him, he is thinking about doing the Insurrection Act, where he takes total control, and nobody can shut him down after that.
Well, he's already arrested one judge.
Yep.
And you know what really happened with that, don't you? Do you know? Did you read about it?
I think she just
No,
brought him into her chambers. Him and the lawyer, right?
Well, the FBI tried to come into her courtroom and arrest the guy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she said, I do not want this happening in my courtroom. This is not how the law works. The federal government does not walk into a state court and arrest a convicted criminal or a person that's on trial. That is not how our politics works. That only happens in places like Nazi Germany, or similar governments.
Yeah.
Now, that's what the Trump administration did. They wanted to walk into a Wisconsin, I think it's Wisconsin, judge's chambers and arrest somebody, or not chambers, but courtroom.
Milwaukee.
And she refused that, so they arrested her.
Yeah.
Which all she was trying to say is, wait till he walks out of here, and then arrest him.
Yeah.
But Ron, when we started arresting judges, we started arresting governors, we start arresting people who have a different opinion of the person that's running the country, we're in a deep shit, buddy.
Yeah, we are not any longer the United States of America.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah, we're not the United States of America no more. We have become into a total different realm. We're approaching fascism. Maybe not in the next 4 years, but maybe not in my lifetime, maybe not your lifetime, Z. Who knows? But it's coming soon to a neighborhood near us.
Dude, the prices. Look at what they're saying about Walmart, Amazon, Target, all the major outlets. And they're warning the customers, they're telling them, buy your shit now.
The shelves are going to be
Because
bare.
when the tariff hits, it's going to be expensive.
They're already they've already turned around shipments from China, from products that we buy daily. So get ready for the shelves to start slowly dwindling to be empty.
Well, they said that once the U.S. stock wears out, because no more shipments are coming in, prices are going to skyrocket.
And plus, it's going to be hard to get stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, unless you're getting it strictly shipped from China,
And then they, for like Temu, right? They sent out a notice for all Temu people. Expect something that cost $7 yesterday to cost $27 to $37 tomorrow.
Mhm.
I don't know. And
And then they're slashing Medicaid, food stamps, Medicare, HEAP. What are these people going to do? They can't afford to fucking pay rent or eat now.
What are you worried about? The billionaires and millionaires are going to get tax breaks. I'm being sarcastic. I'm being, an asshole. But it's fucked up. It's really fucked up that we're taking from the people that are struggling, and the people that are sitting in the middle, which we really don't have a middle class, but we do. If you compare homeless to us, there is class differences.
True.
But we got a lot of people that have decent jobs and that are all for this guy. And it's like 20 to 30% of the people think everything's hunky dory.
Well, they just did. Fox got in trouble. They did a new poll and found that he lost like 9% of his popularity. He's down below 50%. And he started fucking having a rant on Fox over it.
Well, he's losing the people that are on the right, but in the middle.
And he also lost 6 Republicans in Congress that will not vote for anything he has to offer.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, because they're good when they talk about it, and then when it comes up on the floor, all of a sudden you see 180, 0, or whatever the numbers are. It's always, they always say what you want to hear, what you like to hear, but when it comes down to voting, they fucking vote right down the line.
Yeah, because they'll bold-faced lie to you.
Yeah. I mean, that goes both sides. They do the same.
I was going to say, yeah, everybody lies.
Yeah, I ain't ashamed to fucking say Democrats do that, because they do.
I don't know if I should have said something. I don't know if I should have come up. I have COPD.
Why? Because Z was already speaking on.
No, I have COPD, and I'm going through a bit of a thing with it.
Are you all right, man?
I'm trying to get my mind off it,
Well, being up here, does that help?
Well, I started to cough the other night, and I just couldn't get a hold of it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to, you know what I mean? If you ever had it, I'm trying to find some sanity before I hit 911. But anyway, it helped. If I could get my mind occupied.
Okay. What can we do to do that?
Well, it's a difference between is it anxiety or is it real? And I think it's real.
Right. I understand.
But sorry about that, but I thought I'd, just something that
Don't be sorry. We need to know.
out.
Thank
I'm
you for
sorry that
telling
you
us.
have COPD, man.
Yeah.
Been 15 years.
Hmm.
But anyway, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. I heard all this blew up in Michigan while he was there, and he freaked out. I don't know. Not that you got to try it. Give it another 15 more years, Ron. You think anybody's going to care what you say? And what you
They
say?
don't care now.
That's what I mean.
You
Well,
need probably about 20 million people that think like me for anything to get done.
Yeah.
And not to mention think like me, they have to be boisterous like me.
Yeah.
Because nothing against anybody, that is against Trump, but there's a lot of fucking Democrats that are a bunch of fucking pussies. They tuck their tail and they run away. It's none of my business. Nobody's going to listen to me.
Well, look at his last he called it a caucus meeting. That something sound was so loud I had to cover my ears. That was ridiculous.
I know Blackwatch, you can't see what Z left up on the screen, but
I can't.
Graham's Beth says, I think Vance and his cabinet will declare incompetent after a while and have Vance take over, which could be worse.
Yeah.
That will never happen. Vance already seen what happened to Pence.
Yeah.
And
I'll be right back, Brad.
the Republicans have no balls, just like Democrats. When it comes against going against their president,
Mhm.
they're not going to do it.
Nobody wants to be the one to step forward.
Exactly. Nobody wants to take the fucking blame. Nobody wants to take the ridicule. And I see that with me because I'm so boisterous on some things that I say, and I'm being serious and I'm being sincere when I say certain things,
Hmm.
and it falls on deaf ears.
Right.
And I noticed, like, if I was into all the drama and all the, yelling and screaming, and I'd probably have tons of people, that come in my chats and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not into the bullshit.
Mm-mm.
I'm not into fucking playing fucking stupid games when it comes to politics. When it comes to serious shit like homelessness, finances, what's really going on in our country, the repeating of history, these things are real. They're real.
No.
That Z's saying about burning the books. If you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, that's very true.
You can't learn.
You don't learn from the past. Exactly, Char. If you don't learn, you're going to repeat. Especially when they erase the shit. They want to say, oh, well, slavery was good for black people. Look, they got job quality.
I can see that though.
Who in the fuck in their right mind says that? But there's a lot of people out there that think like that.
Think that. Yes, you're right. Absolutely. It's disgusting, but yeah.
Hey, it adds more qualifications on your resume, man.
Jesus.
Didn't Al Green do something about impeachment? He did a long thing that was on YouTube.
Ain't nothing going to happen to this motherfucker except we're going to suffer.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate to say it, and Ron knows me. Ron knows I don't like to say this, but the lesser of two evils was Forget-Me-Not. At least he didn't slash all the fucking programs for the homeless and shit. He may not have remembered his fucking name, but the people behind him, at least they they paraded him around like an idiot, but, at least he didn't fucking slash everything, but, he was letting fucking all these people in, all the criminals in, and I agree with Ron. The criminals should go. The criminals should go. But, there are actually some people here that actually like this country. who were vets in the military, and they're afraid of being deported now.
Well, the majority of people that come here illegally are going to hide. They're not going to be out in broad daylight breaking laws and everything because they know they're going to go right back.
Good.
You know, if I'm let's just, you know, use another scenario. If I'm a serial killer, I don't go around advertising.
Right.
I don't, you know, go around every day trying to drag somebody to my house or drag somebody into an alley. You know, serial killers don't work like that. They work undercover. They sneakily watch people, and they, you know, criminals. Some criminals are brazen. Now, when it's just coming to breaking the law or acting tough, and they got the gang signs and all the fucking tattoos and shit, those motherfuckers got to go.
Good. I agree with that.
You know, they're blatantly saying they're putting billboards on their own body to, you know, parade around who they are.
Right.
You know, them kind of people are bad.
Yes.
Or misinformed, and they're just followers.
They just gotta get the fuck out, man.
Yeah. You know,
And I'm just telling you, man, it's just crazy because, you know, you can see it every day, and you know it's getting worse and worse every day. You know, down in DC, it's like a fucking war zone now. It was a war zone before. Now it's really a war zone.
yeah, the numbers are growing too.
You know,
Yeah, they are.
an interesting
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
You mentioned about he is impeached. Well, Ontario, you know Ontario, Ron. We have a conservative premier, but he does love the country. He does. He loves it. Well, it really went red, what you call red. But if you go out to Oshawa Bowmanville, which is where GM is, who did they elect? Conservative Giovanni. And guess who his ex-roommate was back in the day?
Yes, I am, man.
J.D. Vance.
Really?
Yep. And he's under.
I don't think I agree with Ryan. I don't think Vance will ever be pres, man, because
Well, no, I didn't say he never would be. I never said
he's
he would
not going to relinquish it. But you know, they've been doing this Simpson shit with all the predictions, right? And I have to tell you,
Uh-oh.
from the animators' point of view, and from what they have done over the years, I would believe at least half of them.
Well, you know, 10%. There's always that 10% that happens to come true.
Yep.
If you throw it up,
They got a lot of the predictions right, though, Ron.
well, if you throw it
Hollywood's on fire.
Z, I could make 100 predictions, or let's say 10 predictions, and I'm going to get probably 10% right. You know, I mean, or something's going to happen similar. You know what I'm saying? Nostradamus wasn't a genius. He couldn't see into the future. He took scenarios and predicted outcomes.
Right.
You know, that
True.
things just happen in sequence. So it's pretty easy to, and I don't like to say it that way. It's not easy, but it's not impossible to predict the future. It's not impossible.
No, they had predicted policing. Hey, did you see the new dogs that are out? The new robot dogs? There's a YouTuber that actually has one of these. And he mounted a flamethrower on it.
Jesus.
But, oh, yeah, you should see these new Oh, in fact, I'm going to show them to you. Ron, you will get a tickle out of this, man.
I think it was like 5 or so years ago, Detroit got their first robot police dog.
Yeah, but a flamethrower with it?
Well, it's not hard to attach these things to them.
No, I don't suppose it is.
Look at the
And it's got something like,
drones.
I was going to say, it's like Nova working it there. So watch out, Ron. You better lock your door.
Look at the drones that they're now using in Ukraine, you know, the war over there and everything. And we used them in some of our little mishaps or whatever. I don't want, if you want to call them wars. I don't call these oil wars. So when that's one thing where people not hate me because when you say you served in a like the Gulf War, it's not a patriotic thing. You fighting for the billionaires and millionaires and the oligarchs that are just fighting for the land and the oil. That's not patriotism for us. You're not defending America.
I'm going to
Sorry.
share a little bit of this, Ron.
Just my
I
opinion.
would love you to see this. I just want your opinion, man. So this is by Deep Robotics.
You bringing it up?
Z?
He froze.
He
Oh,
must
no,
have
didn't.
froze.
No, he didn't.
Am I frozen?
No,
You must have been. Well, we thought you were because we were waiting.
Oh,
I think he spoke a little too soon. He's got us anticipating it too.
well, you know what? I'm not even showing it on the ass.
That's why we were.
That's why we
We got something to show you.
Eastern
3
ruins
minutes.
and can
3
be
days
seen
later.
padding through desert sands, hopping down
Oh,
stepped
here we go.
inclines,
Hold on.
crossing wobbly bridges,
Holy
and
shit.
even emerging from a watering hole.
Oh my God,
Here you
that's
go.
just too fucking freaky.
Yeah.
We've
Oh,
seen the
man.
Lynx Robodog from
Walks
China's
on
Deep
wheels,
Robotics
that's
perform
scary.
some incredibly athletic feats since launching last year, such as bounding over extreme terrain and chilling in snow. Now the company has debuted a rugged version for industrial use. The Lynx M20 looks like a beefier version of its very capable wheeled kennelmate, and is described as the world's first wheeled robot designed for industrial use in extreme environments. It's expected to see use in infrastructure inspection, disaster
fucking
and
scary.
emergency, logistics
is.
and distribution, and scientific research applications. As demonstrated in the video, it conquers rugged mountain trails, muddy wetlands and debris-strewn ruins and can be seen padding through desert sands, hopping down stepped inclines, crossing wobbly bridges, and
I'm
even
just
emerging
in.
from a watering hole.
Horror movie.
The intrepid robot can zip along on 4 wheels when speed is of the essence, and independently lock them for walking mode or to climb over obstacles. It's equipped with 96-line LiDAR for 360-degree situational awareness, and sports bidirectional lighting for operation in challenging conditions while illuminating the scene for folks watching on the live video feed enabled by the wide-angle camera out front. The M20 is able to pass through gaps as narrow as 50 centimeters, is reported able to ace stairs and clamber over large objects blocking its path. It boasts a wheeled operating speed of 7.2 kilometers per hour, but can max out at 18 kilometers per hour, and its motors are able to tackle inclines up to 45 degrees. The rugged-looking beast is IP66 weather protected, and can operate in temperatures ranging from -20 degrees Celsius to 55 degrees
Get
Celsius.
me out.
It weighs in at 33 kilograms, including its battery pack, and can accept a 15 kilograms payload up top. It also benefits from a hot swap battery designed for extended missions beyond its standard 2.5 to 3 hour
See,
per
climb
charge endurance.
stairs?
A pro version of the quadruped gains autonomous charging, slam positioning and mapping, autonomous navigation, and other upgrades such as USB as well as gigabit Ethernet. This seems to be a price on asking kind
Oh
of
my
deal,
God.
but as a general guide, the regular Lynx Robodog comes in at around 18,000 US.
Is that all? I want 10.
We see that
You know, the
shit.
U.S. military about 1,000 of them.
Oh my God.
How you like that?
I don't. Remember we were talking about how you see things like cartoon animated? That just creeped the fuck out of me.
Oh wait, I'm not done
See, all
yet.
this.
I'm not done yet. I got one more I want to show you.
Oh no.
This is going to scare the fuck out of you. So hold on one quick second,
Okay.
because I really want
You
Ron's
know-
opinion on this.
Well, robotics have taken over the auto industry, and all I see is every time there's a robot, the military steps in and uses it for something.
So
This is going to be replacing our soldiers because
Yep.
sooner or later, soldiers are not going to want to shoot their own people.
so check this out.
Or totally frightening. Look at this. China's military has released this video of a four-legged robot marching through a field with an automatic rifle mounted on its back. The Chinese state broadcaster calls it the newest member of China's urban combat operations. The robot dogs are programmed to conduct reconnaissance, identify the enemy, and strike the target. If that thing comes around the corner and if you're on the other side,
gosh.
you're done.
Yeah, over.
Stop.
And you notice they showed the U.S. side that was using like fire extinguisher to do good, to put out fires and everything. And then they show China's version. They put a gun on it.
Oh, and I got one more to show you.
They're trying to demonize China. They're demonizing
I
China.
got one last one to show you, man.
You see something like that?
Everybody's so fucking scared of China. When's the last time they attacked somebody?
Exactly.
Yeah, good point.
I'm listening.
All right.
Wasn't
So-
it China that did in the USS Liberty? Let me check. No, it wasn't China.
So I got one more, Ron, and I really need you guys' opinion. And this is the last one. So check this shit out.
In a surprising turn of events, Kawasaki, widely known for its iconic green motorcycles, has taken a bold step beyond two wheels. The Japanese manufacturer recently introduced a new concept vehicle called Corleo, a machine designed not only to traverse all terrains, but also to redefine the very idea of mobility. The unveiling took place at the Kansai International Exhibition in Osaka, drawing immediate attention from both tech enthusiasts and the general public. Corleo is no ordinary vehicle. It's a four-legged robotic machine, closely resembling creatures from fantasy films. The user rides it like a horse, but its movement is far more dynamic and lifelike. Observers at the exhibition noted that it moved with the agility of a panther or a dog, a clear indication that Kawasaki aims to merge robotic engineering with natural motion in a way that's never been done before. According to Kawasaki, Corleo is designed to conquer all types of terrain, making it a versatile option for future mobility. It is even being described as a replacement for horses, with the ability to leap and adapt to rugged landscapes. This signals a significant departure from traditional off-road vehicles, suggesting a potential shift in how we view transportation in difficult environments. What powers this mechanical beast is even more intriguing. Corleo runs on a hydrogen fuel cell, reinforcing Japan's growing trust in hydrogen as a clean and sustainable energy source. Kawasaki, along with other major Japanese companies, continues to explore the hydrogen frontier, aligning with the country's broader vision of a low-emission future. Japanese industrial leaders see Corleo not just as a futuristic toy or conceptual experiment, but as a realistic vision of mobility in 2050. With the country already producing high-speed trains, aircraft engines, and Renault factories, this robotic vehicle fits seamlessly into the portfolio of advanced engineering solutions aimed at the next generation. Kawasaki emphasizes that Corleo isn't merely a fantasy drawn on a digital sketchpad. It represents a potential leap in transportation, particularly in sectors like defense, search and rescue, and remote exploration, areas where traditional vehicles may falter. The machine's autonomous capabilities and terrain versatility could give it the edge in a variety of critical use cases. As we look toward the future, Kawasaki's Corleo may mark the beginning of a new era where motorcycles are no longer confined to wheels and roads. Instead, we may see a rise of mechanical animals that offer a more natural, flexible, and intelligent mode of transportation. Whether Corleo becomes a common sight or remains a symbol of innovation, one thing is clear: the future of mobility is evolving, and Kawasaki is leading the charge.
There you go.
I'm
ahead, Sharon.
freak the fuck out. I'm sorry. And it ain't just the pot. I can just say that, all right?
I want to know for all the drill baby drill people and all the coal is life people. Do you really think these things are powered by either of those? Because electronics is the future, and hydrogen and things. Them sources are going to be the future,
And those are renewable.
and Trump used this drill baby drill shit, and you know how that shit just went out the window as soon as Elon jumped in, because then he was putting Teslas out on the fucking front lawn of the White House like it was a fucking goddamn used car
Bragging
lot.
that some states are paying $1 something for gas, and I'm going, what the fuck are you smoking? I want some of what you're fucking.
It's over $3
Yeah.
here. It's $3. Or, you know, you might find it on a good day, $2.98.
But you know, he said that the American family, the average American family now, who makes under $75,000 a year, is able to go out and have a good life and a good income. And the people who collect Social Security
In Detroit?
everywhere in all the major populations.
No.
Yeah, I'm serious.
75,000?
Yep, and food is cut like 30%. We're not paying anywhere close to what we were paying for eggs a year ago. That has dramatically lowered. Rent is
dramatically
coming
lowered.
down. Electric's coming down.
Dramatically lowered. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm looking this up right now. I'm going to my Walmart. Because I want to see what I paid last time for fucking eggs.
It's dramatic, man. Hey, and Black Watch, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Canada.
I was going
If
to
they
say,
agree to his terms, he will cut the tariffs by 10%.
well, the thing I was going to say about that before everybody finally sees it and misinterprets it, they're trying to get the House of Parliament together, right? You know, it takes a bit to try to get them together. But the Governor General usually opens it with the address.
Right.
Carney's invited Charles to do it, King Charles. Now, before you go, well, we're under the crown. No, it's not. It's to show.
They kind of are.
It's to show Trump we have friends.
Well, you kind of are, though.
No, we have friend trading partners. That's why he did it. We have
It's like Australia. Australia's still under the crown. You
No.
guys are under the crown.
April the 17th, 1982, ended everything with the crown here. Everything. It's all voluntary. We hold nothing. It created the Canadian Constitution.
Yeah, but your legal system is still based off the crown.
Well, they're a parliamentary system.
No, but you go down in Texas, there's a woman that she was going on, how come it says the crown? You know, in Texas, because it's got nothing to do with royalty. It's the authority of the law.
Mm-hmm.
The crown, the top, you can't go any further. The government, the authority. It's not the literal word. But anyway, that's what he did, and that's why he did it, to show we have trading partners in Europe. We have trading partners in, Indonesia,
Fuck. What were we buying from you guys? We were buying oil. We were
Wood.
buying
Lumber.
wood, lumber, right? Electric.
Well, this is what he said one time about drill, baby, drill. 100,000 barrels a day. We sell to you at a discount 4.3 million barrels a day.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Don't we get like 40% from Canada, don't we?
40. I think it's 40 to 60%.
Yeah.
Thought it was 60.
I
No
heard-
more.
I was over on Marissa's yesterday, and Homegrown was up there kind of
Oh boy.
preaching, what he believes. And I had to go up there after he said, we're not even drilling for oil here or whatever. I don't know exactly verbatim how he said it, but it was kind of came out like that. And I had to, we're producing fucking over 10 million barrels a day.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know where you're getting this misconception that we don't drill for oil anymore because Biden said so. I don't get that theory because it sounds like somebody's dragging something. And
This
like-
one, Texas, I was told a lot of it got capped off. It's
No, it
already drilled, it's already there, and it was capped decades ago.
4 or 5 of the top leading producing refineries in the world are in Texas.
Yeah.
They're not capped.
No, I mean the wells.
The wells are not capped.
Well, I don't know, but you said refinery. She didn't say. She just meant-
Refining oil.
no, it wasn't refining. It was the oil. I don't know. That's
Part of the process.
what she
You
thought.
can't refine oil if you're not drilling for it.
We send it down there to get it refined, and you send it back up here. We need refineries, and we don't have to ship anything.
Most
You know-
oil is refined in the Middle East.
That's a good fucking question there, Israel.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, but I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
Logical fail. I didn't read.
Oh,
all that.
sorry, hold on.
Okay, there's a logical conclude does not logically follow previous statements. It can also refer to a relevant comment in conversation leading to confusion and lack of coherence in communication. That's how I feel sometimes.
Yes.
Do you?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Mhm.
Because it's like the stuff that I think is logical, I think that people are just not paying attention because I'm not probably saying it right. I'm not a scholar. I'm not an educator. I'm not.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
a matter of not
Ron.
saying it right. I think people are just in denial.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all it is because people don't want to see the truth because the truth is scary, man.
That's why they yell fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news, fake news. So everything's fucking fake.
Sometimes motor, I don't say anything. I just listen where you come up, and it starts to sound. I'll say it from Homegrown. It sounds more like my dad's bigger than your dad. My dad's bigger than your dad. Come on out here, motor. My dad's bigger than yours. That's what it sounds like. He's not
Yeah,
here.
BP.
He's not listening.
Hey, BP.
That's the funny thing is because I could give 2 squats about my fucking dad. My whole life, I've never really give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I fight my own war.
I got to make a quick announcement, man.
Go
So
for it. What's up, BP?
I hijacked fucking Broke's YouTube. Broke is live on his YouTube. I hijacked it. And
we're doing all this on his. We're talking like this on his platform.
Yeah, well,
You're a fucking
I'm now
asshole.
only
G.
streaming-
You're an asshole.
I'm not only streaming to mine, but I'm streaming to his and his Twitter. I hijacked this fucking
That's
channel.
fucked up, Z. That's fucked up.
Oh, he'll get you, Z.
Hey, it's called. He calls it a broke fish and takeover. Well, I took over his channel, but I got to tell him.
And he wasn't expecting it, so that's gonna be a good one.
Oh, he's probably in town eating dead cat, man.
Stop! Stop it with the cat stuff.
Now, see, I don't see it funny at all, just because I know some of my views and broke fishings are totally opposite, or we
Yeah,
have
but
disagreements.
it's all right
So,
though, man.
I feel like now I'm propaganda or whatever the word is, on his stuff, so I kind of feel bad now. So
Hey,
Well,
Azrael.
no, don't feel bad, man. Keep up
it's
the
your
good-
fault. Why should I?
If it makes
That's right. It's my fault. I did
Exactly.
it. I stole it.
100%.
if it
I
makes
stole it on purpose.
I was just getting ready to say this was a plan. You heard him say it.
Yeah, well,
it makes
his
you feel
plan.
any
His
better,
plan.
if it makes you feel any better, Motor, Citizen Z just took over the White House YouTube channel, so we're over there now.
White House YouTube channel.
That's a good one.
He might be going back to Iceland or El Salvador tomorrow.
Yeah, it's important my ass.
he's a fool if he thinks he's leaving us behind. We're tagging along.
Jeez.
but it's fucked up, man. It's getting crazy shit, man. I just couldn't believe what those people at the shelter were telling me today, man. I'm looking at them in fucking disbelief, like, are you fucking kidding me? And they're only going to stay open a couple more months, and then they're going to close again.
Mm.
And it's
One of the, I don't know if it was on Motors channel, but there's a guy that asked me to leave, but I'll never find him again. He put up a thing, somebody, Beach from Arkansas, was before the Congress. And what he was basically saying, because he's had a trucking company down there, is all the rash of almost fatal truck accidents because they don't speak English. He wanted the Mexicans out with the CDL and everything else. And the guy ended, so you're complaining because they don't have, like, he was screwing it all up. And the congressman more or less said, you have an opposing bill. You think it's stalled? We'll never see it. And then what we said on yours about PBS and that, damned if the recap of the executive orders is going through. It's like, well, I walk into the Oval Office. I don't have to listen to Congress. You have to know English, and PBS and NPR is gone. I think that this is like a dream, right? This isn't real. Trump signs anything.
It's real.
It's a guy.
oh, it's real, all right. And we're the ones that are paying for it, man.
Well, the guy
We
from
are too.
Arkansas destroyed his own bill. You should have heard him talking. It's basically, I'm prejudiced. I don't want my trucking, to have Mexican truckers with CDLs, like I told you, like non-resident something. And the Congress is saying tough shit. You don't make sense. And Trump signs it into law as far as he's concerned.
Yeah, because it has Mexicans in it. They could be illegal aliens, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's a certain party's agenda, and they control the House, the Senate, and the presidency.
Yeah.
So if we could just throw in, illegals or certain buzzwords, the shit goes right through because everybody will fall in line and vote for it.
Yep. Everybody will fall more than fall in line. They'll stumble over each other to fall in line.
You're not a patriot. You're not you don't believe in our country if you don't stand for the country, if you don't stand up for this bill. We heard that shit with the fucking goddamn Patriot Act.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
And
it's
they
wrong.
They've passed so many laws to take away rights after the Patriot Act. Mind you, that was the Republican Party that pushed that, and they forced it. Go ahead, Char.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say BP made a comment. Keep talking, Motor. I'm sorry.
They forced it down everybody's throat, and everybody was told you weren't an American if you didn't back this bill. If you didn't support the Iraq war, you're not American. Everybody was told that back in 2001, 2002, 3, whatever it was. Remember all those? I don't know. You know, some of us remember it. Some of us don't even care. Some people won't even listen.
I'm beginning to think me and Z is about the only one that's old enough, you know, to. But the whole thing, the parallel with Nixon, that he used the government thing, agenda mechanism. But what was that really going on, Z? Like he resigned, but what? Maybe you guys know more. What exactly was going on? I know.
Well, he got fucked over with Watergate. They set him up. The DNC set him up because they didn't let
DNC
or the RNC set him up, and they didn't want him in there anymore. So they evicted him, thinking Ford was better. So after Nixon, then you had Ford, and then things really got bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Ford, I think, was only put in there to pardon him.
Well, the Republican Party was spying on the DNC.
Yeah.
And they were caught in those buildings. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that. But
he was forced to resign because he did not want to bring charges up against them people.
Yeah.
Right. He wasn't going to bring charges, but you know, he did go to China. He did do a couple good things, but he did a lot of things that weren't the greatest in the world.
He took down the.
He was the fall guy for the Republican Party.
The China
was. And then, you know, I never understood why they put fucking Ford in his place, man, because that guy was a moron.
He was just there to pardon Nixon, I think. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, kind of.
Ford did nothing of usefulness.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot. Sorry.
Nothing. The 70 presidents really didn't do much. Carter or Ford. They were just like they were fill-ins.
Carter, Ford. Well, Bush Senior he was a fill-in.
Well, no. The Bush families were plans.
Well, yeah,
they were plans.
Especially when Bush Jr. come out and said, "I know they got WMDs there somewhere. Oops, they didn't have any, but guess what? We got us free oil now."
I mean, the Bush family's been in our politics around 100 years now.
Yeah.
You know, and they're finally being pushed out, but you can't tell me that they have some sway in the back room. You can't tell me they don't.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
And Trump, if he thinks that you can make a deal for him, or you can advance his cause in any way, he's pretty much receptive to those type of ideas, man.
It's weird how they're turning conservatives into an extremist party.
Yes.
It is really weird how this is going right now because there's no stopping it.
No, and there is no stopping it, man. None whatsoever.
I mean, if you look at the differences in the parties, in the constituents, one party's more vocal than the other. And there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of, I don't even like to use the word hate, but it looks like hate in my book. They preach and point fingers at everybody else while they just walk this line and they act like they're untouchable. Like everything they do is right.
Hey, Ron, did you see Pope Trump?
No. Pump Trump?
Pope Trump.
Pump.
I'm afraid to ask.
Like the Pope, right? The Pope.
No.
The
Okay.
Catholic Pope. The guy that's just underneath Jesus, man.
Hey, That's another weird thing. Like, who was the last person, that official person to talk to him was who?
Yeah, but did you see it? Did you see the picture he posted on
Yeah,
Truth
yes.
Social?
This is what I'm trying to say. There's a weird correlation here where JD Vance was the last fucking goddamn official to talk to the Pope.
All right, so
Do you remember the Knights of the Thousand Knives?
Yep. Say goodbye to Broke Fishing's channel. I'm dropping this channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because what we're going to talk about, he'll have kittens over. So, hey,
Well, he's
Broke.
already over all the last stuff.
Well, it'll be all right, Broke. It really will. But I'm still stealing your Twitch.
I heard Trump put up a picture of him as the Pope. Is that true?
Yeah, that's what he was just talking about.
No, I was out making a sandwich. Sorry.
All right, so I'm strictly over on my channel now. So, anyways, Ron, he posted himself as the Pope on Truth Social. Ron,
No.
Yes, he did.
yes, he's in the Pope hat and everything, man.
And
Let's see if I can find a picture.
bring back the fucking old guy that sleeps on the job, because this motherfucker's out his goddamn mind.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't
not
believe
ashamed to say it either. The fucker's out of his goddamn mind. If my fucking grandfather was acting like this and ran the world, I'd do something about it.
You try, yeah.
No fucking, I don't.
I got it, man.
I ain't
I
wood,
got the
Sharp.
picture. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I would
Uh-oh.
do something. I would.
I got the picture, man. Hold on.
damn!
And this thing lets me put images up, so
I forgot I
one
got a
quick
whole
second,
fucking
man.
whole joint rolled up.
Well, there you
Where the hell
go.
is it?
That's right. It
need-
is 11:20.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
it is. Damn, just
Yeah,
in
it
time.
is. Yeah.
No, it's not, man.
It's
Yes, it
11:21.
Okay, you got 21.
Yep.
I got 20.
I'm just
Where the hell
still
did
1
I-
minute. I'm good.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
I smoke anyways. It doesn't matter.
God damn it. You know, sure, it sucks getting old, man.
I know.
What a drag it is getting
getting
old.
Oh, see, you know, Char's been teaching me
What now?
what it's like to be old.
To get old.
You know, she crested 60.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All
He keeps telling everybody I'm 60. Damn it. Give me a couple of years.
right, here we go. Pope Trump.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Hit that man. I'm going to be...
It's just so stupid. This is what we've lowered ourselves to. This is what's going to be documented in the pages of history.
This is what I mean.
Just think of that. Think of that.
If you take Wall Street, you know, their job to make money, if you take deployment of the entire U.S. military, if you take all of those things that you look to the president for, and he's standing there like the fucking Pope. Like what?
In his goddamn fucking diapers.
and are you ready for this, man? The guy, it's an insult. The guy fucking died of a fucking stroke, man. And now you became Pope Trump and you posted it on Truth Social. Oh,
To
I
think
just
that
fucking
religious
died.
people vote for this guy and support him, and he's demeaning your fucking God. He's demeaning your religion, and you still suck his fucking dick.
You know, you can't tell me all the cat lickers out there are just fucking happy over Pope Trump.
Oh,
man.
they love it.
God.
They think he's the next second coming. On their face, maybe, but
So I have a question. Is he running for popeship?
I'm wondering if they're going to put him up for fucking nominee.
So he can be president and pope at the same time.
Fucking President Pope.
Oh my God.
President Pope.
John fucking Paul fucking Trump. Fucking goddamn clowns. Goddamn, it's a goddamn fucking circus and a shit show all combined.
Send in the clowns.
Well, at first I thought it was just a fake AI image, right? Because people do that all the time.
He didn't put no hat on like that.
But then I went,
And mess up that hair.
so I did some deep research in it, and he actually did post it. The White House.
Well, he
Yeah,
posted
I
it,
made
but
it
it's
for
not him putting a hat on and everything.
No, it's not. But it is. He made the AI generated image of himself as the Pope.
And this they think is real news.
Yes, it is. And the guy's not even really cold yet, man. He just became worm food.
He literally took it out of the casket.
I'm wondering if he robbed the casket for the fucking outfit.
That's what I was just.
I hope they're not putting any gold in the ground with that old guy. That's probably what he's thinking.
Oh, and we got bad news. There was a theft, man. Fort Knox. Somebody stole all the gold in Fort Knox, Ron.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for fucking decades.
It's gone. Trump said, and Elon is on his way to Fort Knox to look at the gold himself to tell the American people whether it's there or not.
Well, I'm
Okay.
sure they'll tell. I'm sure they'll tell us the truth.
Exactly. How do you think this is going to answer up? I think you already know the answer. Oh my God.
Oh, hey, so do we pray to Trump? No, man. Is he just under? Now he is, since he is the Pope, right?
I
Now
don't
the
pray
Pope
to no
is
fucking body.
supposed to be right underneath Jesus.
No.
So now when he speaks, is it like he's talking for Jesus or what? I just want to know, man.
I don't know. I don't really believe in all that stuff, so I think it's all a facade, and
Oh, I think the Vatican's the most evilest place on earth, but it's and why would he dress up as the Pope, man? Do you know how many Catholic priests have been busted for being
he's
pedophiles?
elevating his fucking. He's trying to elevate his ego. That's all he's doing.
So he can say he's closer to God.
Yeah, he's trying to make himself. He's always trying to make himself bigger than what he is.
He's just
Because
short.
you know what? It really, in reality, is about that big. In reality, so he's got to fucking show this image of superiority.
It is just so fucked up, Ron.
He looks
It
like
really
a
is.
pineapple.
These goddamn fucking beta cuck fucking motherfucking guys. They're the ones that think they're alphas, and it's just like, wow, you really don't know what you look like. A fucking little.
You gotta
And
watch
that's,
even
and that's why I made this album. We ain't going quiet. It's the global protest anthem. It's written in 6 different languages. And I just wanted to let everybody know Intensity is out there. It has 6 different languages now, Shar.
That's awesome.
And if you guys don't mind, I'd like to play the anthem one more time, just real quick, and then we can continue on with our conversation.
Sure.
Because I would just want to show the people, maybe some of the people haven't seen it yet, and I just. It's just me, man.
It's all right. It's all right.
let me pull it up, man.
You notice how he tells us that, and then it takes him 3 minutes to blow
I
up.
know it's all right, man.
Bring it up and then tell us.
It's because, well, see, I'm used to having broke helping me.
You know what it is? He's going to say there's a delay in the internet.
It's a delay on the internet, man. The space
You gotta
aliens.
put all these things in motion and then tell us.
Well, I forgot that part. Well, anyways, here's the song. This is called "We Ain't Going to Take It." It's a multilingual anthem mix. This is version 3.7. I hope you enjoy it.
Everybody knows this. We're not gonna take it anymore. No, oh, that's wrong song.
We were raised on rust and freedom, en las sombras de fábrica sin luz, where the boots got worn and the truth got torn, y el rico nos robó la cruz. But we learned to fight with calloused hands. We bled red, white and blue. No pueden borrar lo que el pueblo levantó. Jamás nos quitarán la luz. We ain't going quiet, none unless the point. Du kannst uns nicht blenden, wir sehen es rein. They're taking our bread, they're taking our homes. Mais notre feu brûle, ils n'ont pas le trône. Raise that flag, lass die Seiten singen. C'est la voix de ceux qui saignent. We ain't going quiet, wir sind bereit. With truth in our eyes, we're born to fight. They cut the cords on the working class. Dicono che il sistema è troppo fragile. But we built these roads, we paid those tolls. Ora ci trattano come inutili. The TV lies, ai politici ridono, mentre tua madre finisce le pillole. But the soul of the land don't die so fast. È nascosta nelle colline, tranquillo. No nos callamos, alzamos la voz. Wir stehen auf rechts, wir sind nicht los. Sie brennen auf vinos, meso notre peino. Nash Belay, Tacoin, ogni fascio, Nash Pave. Raise that flag, suonano le chitarre. Hear the people near and far. We ain't going quiet, we rise again. Voices of thunder, hearts of flame. Nos roban el pan, nos arrebatan los sueños. E poi si los nos appelle libre. Aber wir vergessen nie, Buria bliska, im Winnis klonisa. Not today, not today. We ain't going quiet, no, we're standing tall. From the factory gates to the urban sprawl. Somos los gritos que tiemblan el suelo. Le voix du feu con quiet mueves. Wir sind die Hoffnung aus altem Stahl. Le anime ribelli che non cadranno mai. Raise that flag, united we burn. No matter the tongue, the truth returns. We ain't going quiet, not this time. This is our world. This is our line. Jamás callaremos. Nous sommes la vérité. Visit us forward. Non ci arrenderemo. Dio much.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So
Yeah.
that's intense. AI 3.7 multilingual. It does up to what did I say? 39 languages, right? Yeah, 39 languages.
Must we all burn for one flag?
We're burning for one flag.
It says it in the song. We
Oh,
all must
yeah.
stand tall for one flag, and we will burn together.
Yep. Exactly. That's
That's
true.
what's happening. We're becoming robots where a flag means more to us than the human being sitting next to us or across the table from us. That's pretty sad from a human aspect. When a piece of cloth has more value than somebody's principles.
You know, on that other channel I told you about that I've been with for 5 years, there's this guy who has a Christmas tree farm. I don't know, but he's heavily into the stock market, which his grandfather was a university professor between late 20s to 1960. Anyway, he came up a couple weeks ago or something to announce about NVIDIA, you know, that great big thing, Dallas and Houston. So he went on, I'm trying to go somewhere else, right? With the people on panel, you know, like get away from this, you know. So I said, look, Jim, I'm going to ask you one thing before I lose it. With everything, 2008, 2022, 1929, all of it, when did one man become responsible for crashing the stock market? Do you think he would answer it? No. I just gave up. You know what I mean? Like, talk about blinders on. Well, you just stay in it. You know, you'll double your money. What? You know? They're. I call them Trumpelstiltskins. They were.
Trumpelstiltskins.
Like they were Trumpsters, but no, they're Trumpelstiltskins. You know, like. Wake up. He almost destroyed. This is why they say, why is a Canadian up here? What's it got to do with it? Because you destroyed the whole world economy and everything else.
You know, Black Watch, I respect people from outside our country having an opinion because you're not sitting on the left or the right. You're looking from outside into the window and going, hey, it's fucked up in there, you know, and that's what is an unbiased opinion, basically, right?
Yeah, I personally,
What these traffickers forgot to tell the people that are trying to cross the border and come into the U.S. that there's a dictator over here that is going to deport you at gunpoint, send you to El Salvador. I looked at some of them prisons when they got off the plane. Oh, dude, those guys are like sideways and shit.
Well, it's the inference that Canada's ripping it off. Oh yeah, we want you in poverty. We want you to be an entire country of ghetto, so we can't even sell you, you know, a Tootsie Roll Pop. What sense does that make? We want you as prosperous and everything else as any trading partners or anything else in the world. Why would we want that? The concept of it.
Did you see?
Why?
Did you see the news article on CBS? It's on if Trump is willing to use military force. Says, I don't see it with Canada, but something could happen with Greenland. President Trump said he would talk to Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney about making Canada the 51st state. But the president said he didn't expect it to get to that point of using military force, though he wouldn't comment to the same for Greenland. Something could happen with Greenland, I'll be honest, Trump said in the interview.
That would be suicide to me. Do you know the history of Greenland? There's a group of American military, I don't know, I think I told you, Ron, during the Second World War, they went to Greenland. Hitler slaughtered, he blasted them. So there's a history of loss, military loss to Greenland. I don't know if that's playing a part as a logic, but it's not like Greenland attacked the U.S. The Germans attacked them. So I don't.
Hey, so I have something for Ron. Ron will really like this one.
Okay.
Oy, oy, oy.
Are you ready, Ron?
Yeah.
President Trump, there was a lot of concern about this during the campaign. A question that only works today. Are you a dictator on day one?
No. I can't imagine even being called that.
But is he a dictator in 100 days? Well, most Americans believe that yes, he is, or he's trying to be, or he's not helping his case by giving Pete Hegseth and Pam Bondi the green light in determining how the military can be used in domestic policing. You heard that right. Don't worry, Cenk, I will get to you in a second.
So they were covering this, right?
Yeah, I watched this. Go ahead.
And he wanted. Well, I can't play it. I don't want to get a copyright strike for it.
No, I mean, go ahead. What you were just going to say?
He said not more than like 2 days ago that he would be willing to put military on the streets of America.
As law enforcement. Just last week, ICE fucking stopped a car here in Detroit area and broke the windows out and forced and detained the people in the car.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Wow.
That is fucking martial law.
Yes, we have martial law right now.
Well, it's not, but they're doing it because they have the authority. Who's going to stop them?
Yeah. Exactly.
Detroit police is not going to.
Congress could tell him no, but is he really going to listen to Congress?
Well,
a judge told him no, but it's still happening because he's still using that fucking act of 1700 and something. He's still using that to deport people.
We're being invaded by all these fucking illegals.
A district court in Texas overruled that, so you can't use it in Texas anymore. I've 1709.
You think Texas? That was a fucking smokescreen, Black Watch. Texas is the most. Texas sucks fucking Donald Trump's toe.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Abbott loves Trump.
Fucking just because they say something on the outside doesn't mean that's what's going to happen on the inside.
Oh no, just saying he said it.
Yeah, but a judge has only so much authority.
Well, I'm sorry, look at Eagle Point. Eagle Point, where the governor went down there and set up that place to monitor the border patrol and not let any illegals cross. They put fucking buoys in the water to keep them out.
Yeah, with barbed wire on it.
Yeah.
One of the immigrants that tried to get across, didn't she die?
Yeah.
Got tangled up in the fucking thing. That's why they wanted him to remove it.
Razor wire.
That was during the Biden administration. The chick died. And so the federal government said they were going to come in and force them to remove it. And Texas was like, oh, we can't do nothing. It's state law. This is our state. We have the right to defend it.
And I'm telling you,
stepped back and said,
military there. They had the National Guard there, and I'm telling you, if the government had come in there, there'd have been war. There'd have been war in Texas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Seen them shooting fucking tanks at each other.
Yep, and it would have been all Biden's fault.
We had an
They would have put 100% blame on Biden.
And that's what they wanted. They wanted war with the government so that they could fucking dismantle whatever. So Trump just slide right in, man. There'd be no opposition then. And I don't like Democrats. I don't like Republicans because I think that they're all corrupt with lobbyist money. But if I had to choose the lesser of two evils, this guy is out of fucking control. He really is. When he starts cutting the poor people's pocketbooks, that's when you draw the line. They're the motherfuckers who voted for the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's working on, I would say, at least 70% of it's a Republican agenda.
Yeah.
It's not his agenda. It's Project 2025. That is written by conservatives.
Yep.
Or MAGA conservatives, whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what the fuck to call them anymore.
I guess you're aware of, goes all the way back to Justin's father, was Rene Levesque, about Quebec wanting to separate, keep having referendums. Well, Alberta had, there's this Danielle Smith who came through, conservative type of thing. And once they were able to separate oil from the sands, those people got a lot of money. Well, she's kind of like pro-Trump and all this and cessation from Canada. So she got a letter, and so did Carney, from the 2 of the 6 nations, reminding her of the fact Alberta sits on Cree land long before Confederation. And they're inviting her to apply for citizenship elsewhere. They took a real bang at her. In other words, you want to leave, go right ahead, bitch. And that was funny. But there is legalities to it. It's against the treaties. Signed. There's no way out of it. Fifth, 6th, 7th, and 8th clauses of the treaty. It was the federal government of the day.
I just want people to understand. Stock up now, man. Because I'm telling you, when the prices go out of this fucking world, and all the major retailers are telling you, be fucking prepared, people. Be prepared, man.
Carol, Trump wants to rebuild and reopen Alcatraz.
yes, it's true.
How do you rebuild a fucking building that hasn't been occupied for 50 years? I want to know this. Do you sandpaper the walls down and just paint it?
Ron, he's
Keep
going
the old
to
piping,
build
keep the old
cars in
bricks.
Detroit, Ron.
I mean, what do you rebuild the burnt walls and just put up 2x4s and plyboard and just bring in machinery, or use the old machinery?
Hey, Ron, he's building cars in Detroit, Ron.
I want to see proof. I want to see proof. Because I know the proof. I know where the proof stands.
Well, yeah, because
he
can't build cars in Detroit unless if he builds a brand new car factory.
Yeah, and building a factory is going to take 5 years. Well, 3 to 5. So.
And he was spouting the other day that he could retool any of the automotive factories in Detroit. And I'm thinking to myself, really?
Which one?
What one isn't fucking abandoned and has rat shit all over it?
Are they going to bring the Packard plant back to business? When's the last time you heard of fucking Packard Automotives? Because that building's still standing down there, but I don't know if you're going to be able to rebuild it.
Maybe it's just me, but when you took an authorized photograph of me, say it's me, as President of the United States, dressing like a pope, that's gotta be it. Like
hey,
I mean,
Pope deemed it, man. He's blessing the factories. That's what it is, Ron. He's gonna bless the factories, man.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. They're closing up all the mom and pop stores. There's one thing that's being built here, and it's a big project. It's called some trading. I don't know, what do they call it, like a fucking fairgrounds type thing. But
Right.
people are going to be able to go in there, rent area where they can bring their own booth in, and I can bring Char's yarn that, you know, stuff she's made fucking rugs and blankets and little hot pads, and I can
Like a
bring
flea market.
yeah, I can bring all my collectibles and, you know, all these little things, knickknacks that Z's collected through the years, and we can sell them. That's what they're building. It's a trading place. Here.
It's like a flea market, right?
Yeah. So the people that don't have jobs anymore are going to become their own fucking entrepreneurs and try to sell shit out their fucking garage.
Jeez.
Is that fucking what we come to? Is that
Yeah,
what
because
manufacturing
the
is?
electronics ain't doing no more, Ron. You know, what cost you $1,000 for an iPhone now cost you $3,000, and to make it in the US, it's double that, man.
You know, they said out of all the people preaching this manufacturing boom, 80% of them will never work in a manufacturing job.
That's true.
80% of the big mouths that want manufacturing back will never apply for a manufacturing job.
What's up, MT Native? Did you see? Oh, I'm bad. We'll probably build Trump Tower out there too.
Put a little goddamn resort there. That's what will more likely happen. They'll put fucking towers and hotels and shit. Put a Ferris wheel and fucking a big fucking long tower thing you can go
casino?
up and down on. You know, what's the tower? The thing up in
Eiffel
Seattle?
Tower. Oh no, the needle. I know what you're talking about.
The Space Needle, yeah.
The Trump needle dick.
Well, Trump.
I knew that was coming.
Well, look at what he wanted to do in Gaza. Fucking International Gaza Bar and Grill.
Could you imagine going to some exotic resort where you're coming out the hotel and all of a sudden a car bomb goes off?
and there's no added extra. That's not, you don't have to pay for the added car bomb. That's included, but
That's a
what
tip.
the hell happened to Ron?
I don't know. He said, "Fuck it."
Fuck it. Oh yeah, because that's no added cost, man. Fucking car bomb.
You know, you talk about the purpose of Ford. Well, if you go back to 1957, 58, when the Second World War ended, Canada had the third largest naval force in the world.
Right.
And Petey Howe, they were liberals. And they were like the Avro Arrow, the jet. They were dealing with cars that kind of floated. Well, then there was Campbell. He was the head of it. And they elected somehow Diefenbaker. He needed $400 million to keep going with it. Diefenbaker killed his teetotaler. There's a lot of conspiracy theories that Senator John F. Kennedy had something to do with getting him elected. Next election, within a year, he was out of office. But the Avro Arrow was dead. There's a lot of ideas that's why he got elected with a lot of help from the states.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and did you notice, and I just want to bring this up, Ron's been up here with you and me and Char, and did you notice that we can talk politics and we're not screaming and ranting and raving at each other over it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're talking and having a conversation about things that are just fucking wrong.
Yeah, but gets me more like you get some of the MS-13s and what they did. It's horrific. But then all of a sudden they apply it to everybody coming in the door. You're accused of domestic violence. You must be MS-13. This is what you did. I'm going like, when did he inherit somebody else's, crime?
Right.
Like, huh?
It's like I watched Judge Fletcher. He's in Harris County, Texas. He's a real judge. He's a misdemeanor judge, and he has a lot of illegal people come in front of him. And 99.9% of the cases are all domestic abuse.
Mhm.
Wow.
No terrorism. You have drunk driving and domestic abuse. Those are the two highest case counts that they have on the illegals.
That's crazy.
And it's like Ron was saying about the one judge. Imagine the government coming into fucking Fletcher's courtroom and trying to grab it illegal. Imagine that.
Oh, no. Nope.
Because you watched Judge Fletcher too.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a shit. Hey, sure. I wasn't around much when this happened, but I have a dumb question.
Uh-oh.
What happened to his YouTube channel?
To the judge's YouTube channel?
Yeah. Why did they take that away? Why is that gone?
That I don't know, because I did stop watching as much as I was before. I see Kathy on all the time, but
Right.
somebody's still showing his stuff, because I was going to tell you about
Right,
that.
that's American Courts.
Okay, all
That
right.
shows it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a member over there.
Okay.
I'm a paid member. Hey, I'm a cheap motherfucker, but there's just certain people I really like.
Okay.
Oh wait, I think we have Ron back.
Point taken, buddy.
Hold on. Oh, come on, Ron, stop it. Welcome back, Ron. Are you there?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ron.
You made him mad.
You gotta unmute, man.
Plug in your laptop, Ron, if you're on your laptop. Don't forget to plug it in.
Maybe you gotta stand on one foot, man.
That's what you call talent.
Hey, sure. Are you ready for this? So I'm on my channel only, right? I'm not on Brooks no more.
Well, you said you were still on his Twitch. Did you stop the Twitch too?
Yeah, I stopped the Twitch.
Okay.
I stopped the YouTube because I just thought it was funny.
Yeah,
You did it to
well.
me,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Payback's a bitch, isn't it?
Supposed to do it the right way. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. But hey, guess what? We have 11 people watching.
That's awesome.
So what do you think about what happened last night? You guys notice what happened at MCFs last night?
No.
With Exile One's wife up there.
Well, what came before that?
Oh, I don't know. I tuned in when I heard Exile's wife up there. I went, huh? She's on MCS. I didn't know she was there, man. And then I heard her voice, and I asked Brock. I said, "That's Exile One's wife, isn't it?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Liza.
And that
Yeah.
lady is fucking awesome.
Some racist guy came up, somebody that's not affiliated with the community or anything. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Matthew Walton popped in the chat. I noticed these little things that happened.
I heard you bring him up. Yeah, see, I came in after that. Go ahead.
Yeah, MCF brought the guy up, and he's screaming the N-word and all this other stuff, hate, all this. And then I seen Wire pop in the chat, and I kind of put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen Exile said my wife wants to come up, so I just dropped. I didn't leave, but I removed myself from the panel.
Right.
And then he popped me back up. I said, let Exile up. And then I left. And she came up there. But MCF's second channel went down before she got up there. So they were trying to strike his channel. They were trying to get his channel removed.
Right.
Yes. I heard about that.
I heard him time that guy out.
So who tried to strike his channel though, Ron?
I'm guessing Matthew and this guy. Yep. And they actually, I think, I haven't talked to MCF, but I think that other channel got struck, the second one. That's what I'm guessing. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
well,
guessing.
he seemed to think he could take care of it, but yeah, it definitely did. Get
I don't
struck.
know. That's why I was wondering, Char, if he took down that second live.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
Or did YouTube drop it?
Right.
Well,
That could be.
He always deletes his lives though.
Yeah, but it was taken down during the live. One of the channels went down. And I don't know if he took it down or YouTube did.
Which, like he just said, all falls into place. Somebody must have reported it, and there you go.
Yep. And who else?
Yeah, because YouTube's becoming real anal on reports now. They've taken the AI, they've really stepped that shit up. So if somebody makes the slut, and you have to word it correctly, right? You have to go to like ChatGPT to have it worded correctly for the AI to comprehend to take the channel down. There's a lot of people that are doing that, man.
And these people are learning the ins and outs of how to do it too.
Yes.
Hi,
Steve.
Ohio Steve.
Oh, what's up, Ohio Steve? How you doing?
That was cool. He
So
came up on my panel.
So, Ron, I have a question. Did you go over and celebrate PDF's fucking 10 years on YouTube, man?
No, I did not.
You didn't go over there and hoop and holler and throw a fart or nothing, Ron?
Nope, didn't even fart over there. What's up, MT Native? That was last night, and Native, or this morning. Well, yeah, yesterday morning.
So then Eliza came up, and she's just fucking oh my god, she is a.
That's why I wanted her up there, because she's awesome.
He's been on my path. I've been blessed, literally blessed to have her on my panel and actually interact with her. And that lady's got a sense of humor that is just insane. She is a beautiful person outside and inside. Fucking Exiled One is a lucky man.
Yeah. She's got a heart of gold.
Hey, MT Native.
You know, I don't know, man. I don't understand why people have to be racist in that. You know, I was married to a black woman for 47 years. She wasn't black to me. She was just love, man. That's all she was. I didn't care about color. Color doesn't matter, man. The color of your skin really does not matter. We all bleed red on the inside. We all have the same feelings. We all feel. Color should not make any part of it.
None whatsoever.
You know, she was saying stuff about the N-word, how it doesn't really have the impact as a lot of white people think it does. And I tried to say this a couple times on my panel, where my best friend, rest in peace, Ouija, he used to tell me, he goes, "What's wrong with white people? Are you pissed off that we took the ER off and owned the word?"
Wow.
Because they took ownership of the word, and he said that we use the A on the end. And we use it frequently to desensitize our children to the word, because it was always used as a weapon previously. So if we use it in an endearing way or in another way, it won't be so impactful and emotional and bringing down our children emotionally and holding them down and making them look like, you know, they're being, you know, rocks thrown at them or attacked so much. It desensitizes the word, other words.
Yeah, but see, race does have a lot to do with that, Ron, because
in you and I, my eyes, it does, but we're white. we don't see it from the aspect of somebody following us around a fucking party store the whole time, every time we walk into a party store. Every time we see a cop, the cop's staring at us.
no.
We don't see it like that.
Oh,
No,
They've
you're
been
right.
seeing it like that for fucking 5 decades or more that I know of. So it's different. We have different views. Well, we have the same view, but our views are 50 years behind.
Mm-hmm.
well, that's when we had morals, though, Ron.
Yeah.
Who had morals?
That's when we had morals, Ron. That is when. Well, some of us knew right from wrong, Ron.
Just because you claim morals doesn't mean you have them.
Well, I'm just saying, back in the old days,
When they beat their women.
That's right.
and the bitch better stay quiet, man.
Made the blacks drink out of the fountain hose or out of the hose, not the fountain.
Yep. Or, you know,
them morals. Are you talking about those morals?
Yes, I am talking about those morals.
I'm being
sarcastic. They had to ride the back of the bus.
I'm being sarcastic.
Or they tried to enter an Alabama school.
I mean,
and you had to have the military there.
You know, that's the shit that people want to go back to. They think that we did have better times in certain aspects. Yeah, penny candy, things were cheaper. There was more room, there was more housing. There, you know, things were being built, things were new. Now all those things are gone. You can't go back. I'm sorry to tell everybody, but we can't go back.
Yeah, but they're sucking all the kindness out of the world, man.
Yeah, that's
They
been
really
gone.
are.
Mm-hmm.
That's been happening for the last who knows how many decades.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the shit that people are fighting for now, we were fighting for in the 90s. I know people that were fighting for them in the 60s, you know, and now they think it's a new thing, fighting for freedom. It's not a new thing. It's not a new concept. It's just different.
No, it's different, but this time, you know, I don't think that we're just going to hit a recession. I think that we're going to have another depression of like 1925, man.
Well, this is the whole thing they were saying. Does Trump realize April 2025? You haven't seen that since April 1932, FDR.
Yeah.
How bad it was. That's why they were comparing everything to FDR. Mind you, he was one of the greatest ones to turn that shit around, not cause it.
Well, good, because he froze meat prices and shit.
Didn't the tariffs and that start in 1923?
Yeah.
Or somewhere in that, 1918, 1923. It was right after the World War I.
Yep.
I know that.
Yeah, but the parallel motor was not tariffs. The parallel was a condition of the SMP on that.
Well, it's part of crippling it. It's just it's one mechanism that starts the downfall.
Yeah.
That's why these tariffs here are not, you're not feeling the implications right now, but what comes next will be the crippling effect that might take the stock market down, or the next two. I don't know. I'm not a professional. I'm not educated like that. I'm not, you know, don't listen to me totally, but I get it. I see what's happening. I'm not stupid.
Which, by the way, there is a Trump speech that said after November the 5th, on the first day, I will become a dictator, out of his own mouth.
They just asked him that yesterday, though, or on what was it, 60 Minutes or whatever it was, and he said, no.
But he said that's what he would be.
Well, he's a wannabe dictator. He can't be a dictator, not yet. He has been given immunity by our Supreme Court, which seems to have more power than our vote. So get ready what's coming down the pipes. Welcome back. That was quick.
Beam me up, Scotty.
And just letting you know, it started in 1944.
No, the tariffs that fucking tore down the stock market in 29.
Oh,
There was tariffs that were implemented back then.
Yeah.
No?
because I know a couple of trading companies in 44 did tariffs too. Did you know that even the East Indian Trading Company also had tariffs on the goods?
Well, there's reasons for certain kind of tariffs because some countries are smaller and have less manufacturing power. They have less economic power than the supreme super economies like United States and China.
Right.
So we implement tariffs towards these countries or towards us to equal out the levers of balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's not fair for us. We could just roll in there and put up McDonald's everywhere and Walmart's everywhere and take over the place. You know, if we were to give that superior authority over these smaller economies. So that's why we implement tariffs to make free trade.
Right.
Them are different than what Trump's implementing.
Oh, fuck it, ain't right, man. He's going to cripple this place, Ron. There's already stores that are complaining they only have 7 weeks worth of items left. Some even less.
Mind you, sorry, let me once. Mind you, I'm not an economist. I'm not a genius or anything. I don't know how these things are implemented, and I don't know what I'm really talking about, but I do kind of know. Go ahead, Z.
But you know, I'm just saying, if these warehouses in the U.S. are saying that we only have 7 weeks left of these products, like everything that we use every day that's made in China, even Japan doesn't supply as much to us as what China does. And what are these people going to do when they walk into Wally World and the store shelves are all empty, man?
Well, by my birthday, shit's going to hit the fan.
Or they're paying triple the amount, right? They're paying triple.
The ones that can pay it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ones that can pay it, exactly.
Yep.
To think of all the money being, you know, people are not going to be spending. So our GDP's already went from what Biden had it up to 2.8 the last quarter. It went down to 0.3 GDP first quarter.
Yep.
Not many people understand these things, either do I, but that's not good. Our gross,
that's a gross national product. That is actually, what our trading power actually is.
That's the consumer confidence too. It just fucking plummeted, went right off the cliff.
And people are understanding, and I don't know why more Americans and more people aren't using these platforms to bring the light, to maybe help stop this before it gets out of hand. Because I'm telling you right now, and I don't care who believes me and who don't, once this shit starts happening and snowballing, you
can't stop it. You can't stop it once it's fucking rolling down the hill.
No, and we're going to be fucked.
And there's too many people. That's why I said one side's more boisterous than the other. And they've like handcuffed liberals verbally because nobody has the balls to fucking speak out against these boisterous Trumpers, you know, because they don't want to be ridiculed in front of their friends. They don't want to look like the guy that's outspoken against
and it's
what
coming
they
up
normally
in
heard.
election season, midterm elections, man.
That's another fucking year and a half away. Over a year and a half away.
Right. But these people are already planning their fucking strategy.
Mm-hmm.
It's way too late. And the only thing the Democrats might take over is the House. That's it.
Well, if it's a divided Congress, that Trump ain't got no fucking chance of getting anything through.
Well, yeah, he has a lot less chance. Yes.
Oh yeah, because but Trump is not dumb though, because Trump will tell them, okay, I'll just shut down the government then. I'll do what I want to do anyways. He won't fucking care, Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. Carol, what happened to your comment? Oh, okay. It went all the way down real quick.
Yeah, it did.
But and that goes along with what I just said about the negotiation and tariffs with smaller economies to the bigger economy. In 1789, the United States was like fucking Vietnam or Taiwan compared to U.S. United States was that compared to England. England had trading power. We didn't. That's why we imposed a 5% tariff, so we could make a little bit more money. I mean, come on now. Just because we did it fucking 1798 didn't mean it was right. Didn't mean it was wrong, but it didn't mean it was right. It's just like the other day.
These are still a good price at Walmart, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was going to buy those rippled with the sour cream and cheddar the other day for Lay's. They wanted fucking $7.50.
Oh yeah,
Fucking crazy.
Look, he's happy. He's got his dip.
I bought these instead. Uncle Ray's.
So
I don't know what's going on.
That's the way I eat chips, right? Is I take a slab of pepperoni, right?
Oh my god!
I put it on a chip.
Okay.
He's gonna add more.
Yeah, he is. He's having himself a meal, baby.
And that's the only way I will eat chips.
And this is after he's had how many candy bars?
Oh, I've already had 2 candy bars today.
See, there we go.
And could ask Nova that what was the or were tariffs involved in the downfall of the stock market crash? I mean, somebody could ask I don't know how to phrase the question, but
that's right. Just say exclamation point Nova.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nova's smarter now.
We're getting smarter every day.
Yep.
Did you know China? I just heard it today. China's gonna they're implementing a 10G. 10 Gs. They went from 5 to 10. That's how fast our technology is.
Kawasaki came out with that dog that you can ride.
Jesus. Stop. Just watching it come out of the water was freaky as shit.
Z, there could be some global fucking things coming down the line where people preach this new Democrats are for new world order. I think it's already implemented for all of the parties that something bad's going to happen because we're running out of ways to make enough food for everybody. We're feeding 8 billion fucking people. Now, granted, 1 billion, 2 billion of them are fucking poor and they don't get no assistance or anything. But we have to feed, let's say, 5 billion people every fucking day. How many chickens, cows, and pigs are dying every day for us to fucking survive?
Right.
We're creating these things out of petri dishes now.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
I mean, they can't even have enough babies fast enough. We have to fucking create life form to eat. That's fucking scary. That should be scary, people. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to scare people, but you should be worried. You should be thinking about this stuff because we're fucking overdoing things. Everybody's living beyond their means. And I'll say that fucking a million times before I fucking die. I live on bare necessity and less.
Hey, Ron, I want to show you something. It's hard. This is for you, buddy. Are you ready, Shore?
Yeah.
And Denver police is adding a new canine of its own.
This one is not, well, it's different. Not the furry kind we're used to. Meet Spot. It is assigned to the Denver Police Department, first of its kind in Colorado. Spot can be used for radiation detection or to enter a standoff situation so negotiators can communicate with people inside.
I can tell you some of the other agencies, large agencies in the nation that have used these robots have had a lot of success with people surrendering themselves to the robot. So I think saving one life is priceless.
Denver police say Spot will never be armed or have any weapons. It is an upgrade on older robots because it has legs. It can travel up and down stairs as well and picks itself up if it falls over. Police are also planning to use it for public relations. There will be a naming competition in a few weeks at a school in South.
That was fucking creepy as shit.
You know, and I think some of that's good, but when it comes to interacting and you start putting weapons on it, that's where you might be going too far. Because
well, even without a weapon, wouldn't you think that that thing could crush your hands or grab your bone and break it? I mean, that'd be my way of thinking.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm thinking more of the putting an AR, 15
right.
or something. Now, if it's controlled by a human on the outside, there's emotion and empathy and there's, feelings behind it. But once they put it on the robot and the robot can think for itself, all rules have changed.
We've seen Nova do that.
There's no emotion behind it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just going to fucking do what it wants.
I mean, I'm laughing, but that was pretty freaky. you melted those damn circuits, Ron.
I'd rather see him use that than use a regular dog.
Right.
Because,
I
think that's a abuse on animals where we just send an animal in to get killed before a human.
So I hope I don't get struck for this. Anyways, I'm going to drop his channel link just in case.
That you think that's going to help?
No. Dude, I'm not trying to make money off you. I'm not trying to do anything. Go here, subscribe to that guy. He'll hook you up, man. But anyways, I want to show you this. This is up your alley right here, man.
Oh, it's 12:20.
Ah. Don't
Okay,
let that pass.
so this is a perfect 12:20 video. Check this shit out.
Hey, where's that?
What the fuck?
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
What do you think of that?
That's why I fucking think so hilarious with all these people so paranoid on all these things that are happening, like the technology and everything.
And a YouTuber owns that, by the way.
A YouTuber? I mean, there's so many. people are worried about vaccines and stuff they're putting in the food. Well, they've been doing all this stuff for decades. And you're worried about it now. Now they have the technology to make a drone the size of a fly.
Oh yeah.
Size of a mosquito. And it's got a needle on it. And they can put some strychnine in that motherfucker and make about 7 billion of those motherfuckers and stab every one of us. And we wouldn't know no better. They just fly up and land on you. Fucking, you wouldn't know no different. That shit could keep. You want to talk about futuristic, sci-fi, fucking, out of the realm, that shit could happen soon.
Oh, it probably already has. Yeah.
It probably already has. Maybe they've tried it.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But to think that a war could be waged like that. China could make 350 million mosquitoes to seek out human life in the United States and let them go. And they could fucking kill everybody and just take the country.
Yep.
Like a drone technology.
I mean, that's not impossible. It might seem far-fetched, but it's not impossible with the technology now. I mean, vaccines are fucking nothing. That's kid games.
Mm-hmm.
We're worried about the wrong things right now. Everybody's worried about the wrong things.
Carol wants to know if anyone's seen the Wizard of Oz story at the Sphere.
No. What Sphere?
No.
Explain, Miss Carol.
I don't know if we have a Sphere here in Detroit.
Wizard of Oz story at the Sphere. I have no idea either.
It's a mystery, man.
It is until she put something else in there.
So that's a YouTuber's dog that he has that they mounted a flamethrower on. In New York City, they brought back Robo Dog. And that does have weapons on it.
Detroit. Robot.
Damn, I
It's
could have
just
looked,
like
couldn't
the
I?
dog. Well, you see now at Mar-a-Lago, when he was being guarded, he had a robot dog out there patrolling the grounds. And that dog was armed. So.
Yeah, that was last year. No, wait. Yeah, last year Detroit got its first robotic canine dog. Now there's one in Taylor, Michigan. That's where Wolverine's from, Taylor, Michigan. I think that's where he's at.
And it's not costing the cops a dime.
Detroit Canine Pet Supply. Oh, okay. These are, okay. It's not robot. That's. I was going to say, don't tell me they got fucking factories out there already with supplies of these.
Oh my God.
No, it was just regular canines. I was like, whoa.
I think what it is, they look like they're climbing and crawling around like a bug.
Be like fucking RoboCop went wrong, man.
Well, hey, did you hear that, Zia? I seen somewhere on one of these science pages that pop up in my Google. AI figured out some hieroglyphic tablet or something that people, scholars, and have been studying for thousands of years or something.
Really, what did dude tell us to fuck off and die?
No, I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing, but it just it supposedly kind of deciphered it.
Huh. I hadn't heard that.
Humans, you were put here from another planet as a fucked up experiment that went awry. Thank you.
There's nothing you can do about
We have left.
it. Who are we? Go look it up.
You know, they're finding things here in the Americas that are similar to what, like the tombs and the pyramids and everything over in, you know, the other side of the planet. And some are even starting to say the ruins here are older
than the ones there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've been hid because of Mother Nature and, you know, time.
Right.
Look at Easter Island.
So what we've previously thought about, like the Garden of Eden, Egypt, the coming of, you know, the birthplace of man, this could all be bullshit. It could all be thought properly, but not positioned properly. If you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
You know? I don't know. We're getting smarter and smarter. We're learning more and more, and we're finding out we've been lied to a lot.
It's like a whole race of humans disappeared.
Oh, that's
Remember
true.
the Incas
That's true.
And the Mayans.
Mayans
It's
and
like
Incas.
a whole race of humans just went poof.
Yep. Well, we've had natural disasters throughout the test of time. You know, natural disaster can wipe out a fucking city in a blink of an eye.
Right, but I don't think it can wipe out an entire race of people, though.
No, but a combination of events
could, yeah.
could lead up to that. That's
Hey,
why I've already said, like, they're defunding FEMA, they're defunding all these little things.
Yeah,
but what happens when an earthquake hits in California or somewhere, and then a hurricane hits in the south, and then we have Tornado Alley fucking go berserk, and then we have the huge snowstorm the next winter. All these things compound on top of each other, will cripple the economy, will cripple production, it will cripple harvesting. You know, we'll go back to the Dust Bowl years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to rob Elon?
Huh?
You're just trying to rob Elon. That's all you're trying to do.
Oh, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm profiting big time, Z.
Debbie Downer.
Yeah, I'm profiting big time. Yeah, I'm trying to steal other people's shit. Here I am with fucking 900 and some fucking subscribers and a fucking broken down fucking wood house. Yeah, I'm taking over the world.
Yeah, you are.
You're just trying to rob poor Elon.
One subscriber at a time.
By this time, it'll take me fucking 10,000 lifetimes.
It's okay. You have time. You have nothing but time.
By then, they'll have another fucking discovery of tombs in fucking Memphis, Tennessee.
They'll find us with laptops on our lap. What the fuck is that?
Some alien civilization lived that back then.
Look at this. Walked around with these little things in their hand. What the fuck?
Human, here. You live here now. We had to evict you off the other planet because you fucked that planet up. Here, try not to fuck this planet up, all right?
There's not many left. You better catch it quick.
Increasing the size of the picture.
But AI is remarkable. In certain areas, I find AI fascinating.
Right.
Oh, it is very interesting. I mean, it starts. See, that's the thing about everything starts. What is the road to good intentions is paved with what? I forgot the saying, how that goes.
The
road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Right.
Yeah,
That's it.
road
That's
to
it.
hell. Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, we always come up with a good idea for something, and then somebody steals it away and uses it for bad.
Right.
And that's what happens with every fucking thing.
This is like them robot dogs. Imagine, Char, you're sitting at home, and this robot dog comes in and puts a laser fucking light on you and says, "Don't move, or I'm going to shoot you."
That's the problem. People normally fucking get nervous and twitch.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're going to piss your pants and you don't think it's going to feel that? Temperature room change.
Don't move. That's the problem. I'm supposed to freeze like an ice cube, huh?
Yeah, hey, especially with a robot dog with a laser light on you going,
yeah,
you will not
move
move.
1 millimeter of zip, you're gone.
Just seeing that thing come towards me is going to make me fall out. So that's I don't know why, but it's shit. Go ahead.
It's just like that robot dog with the flamethrower, man.
And I used to like R2D2, damn it. Not these damn things.
I'll have to go over on my phone, Carol, to go see that link.
In San Diego, when I was there, when I went to Morro Bay, they have robot police dogs, man. They have robot. They're like little parking maids, man.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, but it chalks your tire, and if it's still there, it actually prints you out a ticket.
Damn.
Yeah, the first video pops up, Carol, Peru. I've always wanted to go see Machu Picchu. There's one place I've always wanted to go.
Hey, Black Watch, do you know about those robots?
Black Watch fell asleep.
I think he fell asleep, yeah.
They're using them in some cities to write parking tickets and shit now.
Yep. They have one now. They have an experimental car that's AI, 100% AI. It will pull you over, and then it'll have a screen come out and go to the side of the car like a fucking virtual cop, right?
Oh, no.
And say, you were speeding. It'll print you out the ticket, tell you to have a good day. It'll retract back to the car, and off it goes. I seen it.
I don't even know what the use is for that, because here in Michigan, I know some places, not here in Detroit, I don't think, but some areas, you go to work, fucking 2 days pass, all of a sudden you get a ticket in the mail. They send you a fucking copy of a picture of your car going through the red light.
Yeah.
Or you're speeding and it's got the clocking and everything, and they send you the ticket. They don't even pull you over no more. They don't even, cops, there will be no need for cops on the policing traffic anymore. They're just going to use them as military.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Well, look at all the lasso equipment that they got from the old 1122 program, the 1033 program, and the government gave them fucking mortars. They gave them tactical weapons. If you look at a cop today compared to, let's say, 20 years ago,
jeez,
they look like military.
Yeah, they're carrying around 25 pounds of fucking shit on their belts.
Yeah, they have
10 to 20 pounds or whatever.
But if you look at the SWAT teams and shit, they're all fucking decked out in camouflage. Everybody's got military unit. You cannot tell the difference now between the SWAT team in New York City and the National Guard.
Not much. Otto Watchdog. I ain't seen that name in a long time.
What's up, Otto? How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Fred's Code told me he was back. I'm always happy to see Otto the Watchdog. But you know, Ron, I think I'm going to shut this down, my friend.
All right, guy. Sure.
All right.
Black Watch.
Alrighty.
Well, hold on one quick second here, man. Don't go away.
Damn.
So this is Blackwatch, right? Blackwatch, you got the floor. Okay, thank you, Blackwatch.
Okay.
Oh, he won't come. Hey, Blackwatch, you got the floor, man. We're ending the show. I'm happy that you woke up near the end.
I was awake all along.
Yeah. In between the.
Except for an hour while I closed my eyes to rest them.
So, do you have anything that you want to say to these people?
Well, what can I say?
Thank you for that, Blackwatch.
Was that your cat, Sheriff?
Yeah, he walked right up to the mic.
I remember when and they said,
Okay, you got the floor, Blackwatch. Well, George Black Pussy is talking to you at the moment, but
I got news for you. What goes on behind closed doors in my bedroom is private.
Yeah.
Even if I snore during it.
Thanks a lot, Azrael. Take care, man.
All right. So, anyways, hey, Shar, would you and your black pussy like to say anything to the people?
I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm going to ask everybody to help anybody if and when they can. Somebody homeless, buy them a meal, maybe get them a night in a hotel room, maybe get them some snacks and some drinks that they can have on them. And just always try to be kind. You never know what somebody's going through. Or if their cat's meowing.
And Ron, you have the floor.
Oh, I thank you, Z, for having me here. Thank you for being a good friend. Shar, thank you for coming up on the panel. Blackwatch, everybody in the chat. Hope you're all doing great. Always, today might be your worst day. Tomorrow might be your best, though. Always look up. Try to help your fellow man. Take care of yourself first. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else later. So, peace.
Thank you, Ron. That was awesome. I agree with you 100%.
Thank you. Yeah.
And me, I'm going to tell you just this, man. Just be prepared, be safe, and try to help people, man. The homeless is becoming just worse and worse and worse, and what we're going through right now is just not helping anybody, man. Just be prepared for what's coming. I'm not one of these people who like to alarm and raise the fear flag and shit. But when the news all starts pointing towards, well, this is going to happen, these major companies are going to do this, well, I think that they pretty much try to warn you ahead of time. If you have the extra, give it to your local food shelter. And I want to thank you for joining my show tonight. Thank you very much. And if you want to watch Pink Panther, it's over on Rumble, man. It's my latest video. You can go over and watch 3 hours and 22 minutes of Pink Panther episode 1 to episode 30. While Shar was distracting me, I was trying to post the titles in on Rumble, and she kept yammering, man.
And Carol, I did subscribe to that channel. Thank you.
All right, guys, I will play the outro, and then we're out of here, man.
We're
gone, man.
Take care.
Take care.
The neon still hums on the corner. The jukebox still sings in the back. But the faces I knew from the old days, well, most of them never came back. Johnny still tells the same stories, though his hair's gotten whiter with time. And the waitress named Sue, she just laughs and says, guess we all gotta find ways to shine.
And the old piano still whispers like it's got something left to say. Through the laughter and whiskey, it's still playing for time every day. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a tune we all know. One for the dreamers, one for the lost, one for the fools on the road. Tommy still leans on the bar rail, but he don't talk about moving away. He just sips at his beer and remembers how he swore he'd be leaving someday. The old man in Bill's favorite corner still raises a glass to the past. And every now and then someone asks me, do you ever think this song will be your last? And the old piano still whispers like it's got something left to say. Through the faces and voices, it's still playing for time every day. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a tune we all know. One for the dreamers, one for the lost, one for the fools on the road. I guess we all chase something that fades. Some found their place, some lost their way. But as long as there's one soul left to sing, I'll be right here, still playing. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a tune